Tonight, while you sleep, something inside your body may be silently slowing down and you won't even feel it happening. Most people think the body completely relaxes at night, but your kidneys actually enter their busiest repair phase. This is the time when they try to filter toxins collected throughout the day, balance fluids, and reset internal pressure. But when this nighttime filtration slows down, toxins stay longer than they should, and the kidneys struggle to complete their repair cycle before morning. This slowdown is the hidden reason why many people wake up with a heavy feeling in their lower back, mild swelling in the face or ankles, or low morning energy. When the kidneys cannot clear waste properly at night, that waste circulates for longer periods and creates pressure inside the tiny filters responsible for cleaning your blood. These filters depend on steady blood flow and a calm internal environment, but nighttime changes in breathing, hydration, and inflammation can interrupt this process. As soon as this happens, the kidneys have to work harder with fewer resources. You may have noticed days when you slept for several hours but still woke up tired, foggy, or bloated. This isn't just poor sleep. It can be a sign that your kidneys didn't complete their overnight repair work. The body gives small signals when something slows down inside, but because kidney stress builds quietly, most people ignore those signs until they become more noticeable. The truth is that your kidneys fight for you every night, but something is blocking their repair cycle and preventing them from working at full strength. The good news is that nighttime kidney strain is not permanent. Certain nutrients can support filtration, reduce internal pressure, and help the kidneys complete their repair cycle more effectively. And there is one nutrient-dense nighttime food that can unblock this cycle, and most people have never heard of it. There's a specific 4-hour window where your kidneys heal the most, and most people waste it without knowing. Your body follows a natural circadian rhythm that controls when different organs repair themselves, and the kidneys depend heavily on this rhythm during the night. As melatonin rises, the body shifts away from daytime activity and moves into a repair state. This hormone doesn't just help you sleep, it guides blood flow toward the organs that need nighttime recovery, and the kidneys are one of the main targets. During this period, blood pressure naturally lowers, the heart slows down, and the body directs more internal energy toward filtration. This is when the kidneys try to reduce inflammation inside their small filters and clear toxins that built up during the day. When melatonin levels are steady, blood flow becomes smoother and the kidneys can work with less pressure. But when melatonin is low or sleep is light, the kidneys don't receive the signals they need to complete their repair cycle. Sleep depth also changes detox efficiency. Deep sleep allows the kidneys to remove waste at a more stable rate, balance fluid levels, and reset filtration pressure. Light or broken sleep shortens this repair window and forces the kidneys to work in an irregular pattern. When that happens, waste remains longer in the bloodstream, fluid retention increases, and inflammation can rise inside the filtering units. People often feel the effects the next morning. Symptoms of a disrupted repair window include waking up swollen around the eyes or ankles, feeling heavy in the lower back, experiencing early fatigue, or noticing brain fog even after several hours of sleep. These signs are small, but they show that the kidneys weren't able to complete their nighttime detox cycle. This repair window is valuable, and losing it affects how your kidneys function throughout the entire day. And if this repair window collapses, the next food becomes even more important. Imagine a fruit so powerful that it guides your kidneys into a deeper repair mode, even if your sleep is light. Tart cherry concentrate has gained attention because it aligns perfectly with the body's nighttime rhythm. Many people know it helps with sleep, but its real value lies in how it strengthens the kidneys during their most important repair hours. Tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, which helps stabilize the body's evening signals. When melatonin rises smoothly, blood flow becomes more consistent, breathing calms, and the kidneys receive a steady environment for filtering waste. This allows them to work without sudden pressure changes, but melatonin is only one part of the picture. Tart cherry concentrate also carries anthocyanins, which help reduce inflammation inside the kidney's small filters. These pigments ease pressure in areas where toxins tend to accumulate and support smoother fluid exchange during the night. Potassium in tart cherries also plays a helpful role. The amount is moderate, not too high, but enough to support muscle relaxation and healthier blood vessel tone. This helps the kidneys maintain fluid balance more easily. Many people notice that morning swelling around the face, hands, or ankles improves when overnight potassium levels stay stable. Tart cherry concentrate also supports healthy uric acid levels, which can reduce strain on the kidneys and lower the discomfort some people feel in their feet or joints in the morning. The ideal timing is about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. 1 tablespoon mixed into warm water is enough for most people. Warm water supports better absorption and helps the body relax. A simple recipe is a warm tart cherry drink with a small pinch of cinnamon. Another option is mixing it with magnesium glycinate, which encourages calmness without disturbing digestion. People who use sedative medications or potassium-sparing drugs should be cautious and talk to their healthcare provider first. More than 2 tablespoons can also raise sugar intake, especially for people managing blood glucose. Here's the twist. Tart cherry doesn't work mainly because it makes you fall asleep. Its real power comes from how it supports kidney fluid balance directly, allowing detox to continue even when sleep isn't perfect. But what if your kidneys need protection beyond inflammation? The next superfood is stronger and older than modern medicine. Some compounds work only when the world is quiet and your kidneys depend on them more than you think. Ancient healing systems understood this long before modern science could explain it. Many traditional herbs and tonics were always taken at night, not during the day, because nighttime is when the body shifts its focus from activity to repair. When the environment is calm, heart rate slows, and the mind settles, the kidneys finally get the space they need to restore themselves. Adaptogens were a common part of these old remedies. They were used to support organs during stress and to stabilize the body's internal balance. People noticed that certain herbs worked better after sunset, the body absorbs them differently, inflammation tends to drop, and blood flow becomes more steady. This made the effects stronger and more predictable. Even without scientific tools, ancient practitioners understood that the body processes herbs more efficiently when digestion slows, breathing deepens, and the nervous system becomes quiet. Nighttime metabolism is very different from daytime metabolism. During the day, the body prioritizes movement, thinking, and digestion. At night, those processes slow down, and more energy is directed toward cleaning the blood, repairing tissue, and balancing fluids. This shift allows certain plant compounds to work more effectively because they don't have to compete with daytime stress, heavy meals, or constant activity. When the kidneys enter their repair state, even a small amount of the right compound can have a stronger impact. This is why nighttime herbal support still matters today. The timing behind ancient remedies wasn't guesswork. It matched the body's natural rhythm, and that rhythm hasn't changed. And one ancient mushroom stands above the rest with effects modern science is finally proving. A mushroom once reserved only for emperors may repair your kidneys more deeply than any modern ingredient. Reishi mushroom powder has been used for centuries because people noticed its calming effect on the body and its unusual ability to support organ strength. Today, science is beginning to understand why it was valued so highly, especially for nighttime kidney repair. One of the strongest features of reishi is its triterpenes. These compounds help reduce the formation of fibrosis, which is the slow buildup of stiff tissue inside the kidneys. Fibrosis limits filtration and makes the kidneys work harder than they should. By lowering these markers, triterpenes help the filtering units stay flexible and responsive during the night, when detox is at its peak. Reishi also contains beta-glucans, which help calm unnecessary immune activity. Many people don't realize that an overactive immune response can create inflammation inside the kidneys even when there's no infection. This type of inflammation quietly stresses the nephrons and disrupts their ability to filter waste smoothly. Beta-glucans help slow this reaction, giving the kidneys a calmer internal environment to repair themselves. Another major benefit comes from reishi's antioxidant strength. It helps protect the small blood vessels that feed the kidneys, especially at night when oxidative stress naturally rises. High sodium, high blood sugar, or toxin buildup can damage kidney cells, but antioxidants help shield them from this damage. When oxidative stress stays controlled, filtration becomes more stable, and morning pressure or swelling becomes less common. Reishi also supports the liver-kidney detox connection. The liver breaks down many toxins and passes them to the kidneys for removal. If the liver is overloaded, more waste ends up stressing the kidneys. Reishi helps the liver work more smoothly, which reduces the strain passed down to the kidneys. This cooperation is one of the reasons people feel lighter and clearer after consistent use. The best timing for reishi is about 1 hour before bed. Half to 1 teaspoon mixed into warm water or herbal tea is enough. A simple recipe is warm almond milk with a small amount of reishi and a pinch of cinnamon. Another option is mixing it into warm oatmeal earlier in the evening. People using blood thinners, steroids, or stimulant herbs should be cautious because reishi can interact with these. Reishi works slowly, but the next food works fast. So fast you might feel the difference by the next morning. Every night, your kidneys battle inflammation you can't see, but your mornings feel it. Inside each kidney are thousands of tiny filters called nephrons. These filters work around the clock to clear waste from your blood, but nighttime is when they attempt their deeper repair. During this time, blood flow shifts, fluid balance changes, and the body tries to calm inflammation inside these delicate filtering units. When the process is smooth, the kidneys wake up ready for the next day. But when inflammation rises, these filters become irritated and less efficient. This irritation is one reason morning swelling or puffiness appears. When the nephrons can't manage fluid properly, extra fluid settles in areas like the eyes, face, hands, or ankles. Many people think this swelling is from poor sleep or eating salty food, but it often goes deeper than that. It can be a sign that the kidneys struggled during the night and weren't able to complete their repair cycle. The body gives these signals quietly and they are easy to overlook. If you wake up with heaviness in your lower back, tightness in the face, or mild stiffness in the hands or feet, these can all point toward nighttime kidney inflammation. You're not imagining your symptoms. The kidneys communicate through subtle changes long before major issues appear. The challenge is that inflammation builds slowly, especially if the body doesn't receive the right nutrients at night. Here's the twist. Your kidneys may not be inflamed because of what you ate, but because of what you didn't eat. Missing certain nutrients during the evening can leave the kidneys without the support they need, allowing inflammation to rise quietly. And this brings us to one of the richest anti-inflammatory night foods on the planet. You won't believe how a handful of creamy nuts can calm kidney pressure while you sleep. Macadamia nuts may look simple, but their nutritional profile makes them one of the most kidney-friendly foods you can include in your nighttime routine. Unlike many nuts that carry a heavier load of minerals the kidneys must filter, macadamias offer clean, steady energy that supports repair instead of creating more work. One of their biggest strengths comes from their monounsaturated fats. These fats help reduce inflammation inside the tiny vessels that supply blood to the kidney filters. When these vessels stay relaxed and open, the kidneys can filter waste with less pressure. This makes nighttime detox smoother and reduces the strain that often leads to morning heaviness or swelling. Macadamia nuts also have a naturally low phosphorus profile. This is important because high phosphorus foods can force the kidneys to work harder, especially in people with reduced kidney function. Many other nuts contain high phosphorus levels that quickly add stress. Macadamias avoid that problem, giving you healthy fats without overwhelming your filtration system. Another benefit comes from their minerals. Each serving contains manganese and magnesium, which help activate antioxidant enzymes and relax the muscles that influence blood vessel tone. Magnesium especially supports better sleep quality and steadier nighttime blood flow, both of which keep pressure off the kidneys. These minerals also help manage blood sugar levels, and stable blood sugar reduces sudden filtration demands during the night. The fats in macadamias also support deep repair. They digest slowly and deliver a calm, steady release of energy. This prevents the body from experiencing blood sugar dips that can interrupt sleep or force the kidneys to make quick adjustments. By keeping energy levels stable, the body stays in a repair-focused state for longer hours. The ideal timing is 2 hours before bed. A serving of 6 to 8 nuts is enough. You can eat them plain or mix crushed macadamias with unsweetened coconut flakes for a small snack. They also pair well with a warm caffeine-free tea. Avoid roasted or salted versions because oxidized fats and added sodium increase inflammation and fluid retention. Store them in airtight packaging because their delicate fats spoil quickly. But fats are only half the story. The next superfood supports detox at the molecular level. Your kidneys don't slow down at night because they're weak. They slow down because they're overloaded. As the body shifts into sleep, several changes begin that increase the amount of work the kidneys must do. One of the biggest challenges is the nighttime acid load. Throughout the day, normal metabolism creates acids in the body. At night, when breathing becomes slower and movement stops, these acids can build up temporarily. The kidneys have to work harder to neutralize them so the blood stays stable. Another factor is toxin redistribution. When you lie down, fluids that stayed in your legs or lower body during the day begin moving back into circulation. This pushes more waste toward the kidneys all at once. The filtering units suddenly face a larger amount of toxins, even though blood flow is slower. This combination makes nighttime detox more demanding than most people realize. To manage all of this, the kidneys rely on detox enzymes and small mineral-based systems inside their cells. These enzymes need specific nutrients, especially magnesium and certain trace minerals, to stay active. Without these nutrients, filtration slows, inflammation rises, and the kidneys struggle to keep up with the increasing workload. This is one reason people wake up swollen, foggy, or tired even after several hours of sleep. The kidneys weren't able to work efficiently during the night because the tools they needed weren't available. Pills often don't deliver these minerals in the right form or at the right speed, especially when taken too close to bedtime. The body absorbs them differently at night, and many supplements are processed too fast or too slow to be useful. This is why whole food sources matter more, and one superfood delivers these minerals in a way no pill can match. This deep green powder doesn't just detox, it shields your nephrons from damage while you sleep. Spirulina has earned its reputation because it acts quickly in the bloodstream and delivers concentrated support exactly when the kidneys need it most. Its color comes from phycocyanin, a pigment that helps calm oxidative stress inside kidney cells. This stress normally rises at night when filtration slows and more waste circulates through the nephrons. Phycocyanin helps reduce this pressure so the filters stay stable and less irritated. Spirulina is also rich in chlorophyll, which binds certain toxins in the digestive tract before they reach the kidneys. When fewer toxins enter the bloodstream, the kidneys face a lighter workload and can focus on repair instead of emergency filtration. This toxin binding effect is one of the reasons many people feel lighter or less bloated when using spirulina consistently. Its mineral profile also supports nighttime kidney function. Spirulina contains a moderate amount of potassium, which helps maintain proper fluid balance without overwhelming the kidneys. This steady amount supports healthy circulation during the night. It also contains magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles, supports stable blood flow, and prevents nighttime tension that can limit kidney filtration. Magnesium also supports the activity of detox enzymes, giving the kidneys more strength to handle waste. Early research has shown that spirulina helps protect kidney tissue from oxidative damage caused by high sodium, high blood sugar, or environmental toxins. These antioxidants help stabilize the fragile lining of the nephrons and support more effective detox during sleep. When oxidative stress drops, the kidneys can repair more efficiently and reduce morning swelling or heaviness. Spirulina is easy to use. Most people take half to 1 teaspoon mixed into warm water or a warm caffeine-free drink about 3 hours before bed. This gives the body enough time to absorb its nutrients without causing discomfort. You can add it to a simple drink with warm oat milk and a pinch of cinnamon, or mix it into a light evening smoothie with cucumber and blueberries. Avoid cheap or untested spirulina because contaminated versions may contain harmful compounds. Individuals with autoimmune conditions or those taking immunosuppressant medications should avoid spirulina unless approved by a healthcare provider. Here's the twist. Spirulina isn't powerful because it detoxes. It's powerful because it stops many toxins from reaching your kidneys at all. But food isn't everything. There's a physical technique that boosts detox even more. Most people worry about toxins, but they forget the one thing kidneys crave the most: oxygen. At night, breathing naturally becomes slower and lighter. This is normal, but it also means the body takes in less oxygen than it does during the day. When breathing becomes shallow, especially during stressful sleep or poor posture, even less oxygen reaches the kidneys. This creates a challenge because the kidneys depend heavily on a steady oxygen supply to keep their filters working. Oxygen plays a direct role in filtration. Each nephron needs oxygen to power the tiny processes that push waste out of the bloodstream. When oxygen drops, these processes slow down, and filtration becomes less efficient. This can cause waste to remain in circulation longer, leading to morning heaviness, pressure, or swelling. During the night, the kidneys attempt their deepest repair, but without enough oxygen, they cannot complete their work as effectively. Kidney cells are also extremely oxygen sensitive. Unlike some parts of the body that can tolerate low oxygen for short periods, the kidney's filtering cells react quickly to any reduction. Even a small drop in oxygen can increase inflammation inside the nephrons and reduce their ability to balance fluids. This sensitivity is one reason people with disrupted sleep, snoring, or shallow breathing often experience morning symptoms linked to kidney stress without realizing the connection. When oxygen doesn't reach the kidneys properly at night, the entire repair cycle slows down. But the good news is that oxygen flow can be improved with simple techniques that open the rib cage, relax the diaphragm, and help the lungs pull in deeper breaths. And this is where a simple 2-minute stretch becomes a game changer. Before you sleep tonight, this single movement could change how your kidneys feel in the morning. The diaphragmatic rib expansion stretch is simple, but it has a strong effect on nighttime kidney support. When you breathe deeply and fully, more oxygen reaches your bloodstream, and this improves renal blood flow. Better blood flow means the kidneys can filter waste more efficiently and repair the delicate filtering units that work hardest during the night. This stretch also supports lymphatic drainage. The lymphatic system removes waste that builds up around tissues. When this drainage slows, more pressure shifts toward the kidneys. Deep, controlled breathing helps move lymph fluid more effectively, reducing the amount of waste the kidneys must manage while you sleep. Another benefit comes from stress hormone reduction. Shallow breathing often triggers a mild stress response, which raises cortisol levels. Cortisol makes the kidneys retain more sodium and water, increasing overnight pressure. Slow, steady breathing from this stretch signals the nervous system to relax, lowering cortisol and allowing the kidneys to work in a calmer environment. The steps are simple. Sit upright or lie on your back with enough space around your ribs. Place your hands on the lower ribs so you can feel them move. Take a slow inhale and allow the ribs to expand outward and downward. Hold the breath for 3 seconds so oxygen can spread through the bloodstream. Then exhale fully and let the ribs return to their normal position. Repeat this cycle 10 to 15 times. Focus on drawing the breath from the diaphragm instead of the chest. Avoid rushing the inhale or exhale. There are a few safety notes. Do not perform this stretch immediately after a heavy meal because a full stomach limits rib movement. Stop if you feel dizzy or lightheaded. People with breathing disorders or severe lung issues should consult a healthcare provider before trying new breathing exercises. This technique prepares your kidneys for smoother overnight repair and helps reduce morning symptoms. But everything changes when you combine the foods, and most people combine them the wrong way. If you combine these wrong, you reduce 70% of their healing power. Here's the right sequence. Each superfood supports the kidneys in a different way, but they work best when taken in the right order. Timing matters because the body absorbs nutrients differently as it prepares for sleep. Using the correct sequence allows each food to activate its benefits without interfering with the next. Tart cherry concentrate should come first because it supports the body's natural evening signals. Taking it 60 to 90 minutes before bed helps stabilize melatonin flow and prepares the kidneys for a calmer filtration environment. Reishi fits next because it works slowly. About 1 hour before bed, Reishi begins calming immune activity and supporting liver detox, which reduces the workload passed down to the kidneys. Macadamia nuts should not be taken too close to the Tart cherry drink. They digest slowly, and taking them too early can interfere with the warm drink's absorption. Instead, they should be eaten about 2 hours before sleep, giving the body enough time to process their healthy fats and minerals without creating heaviness at bedtime. Spirulina should be taken separately, ideally earlier in the evening, about 3 hours before sleep. It delivers minerals and antioxidants quickly, but taking it too close to Reishi or Tart cherry can create digestive competition that reduces their individual effects. Some combinations should be avoided. Spirulina and reishi should not be mixed in the same drink because their compounds absorb differently. Macadamia nuts should not be taken right after a large meal because slow digestion can delay their calming effects. The ideal schedule begins with spirulina in the early evening, macadamia nuts later, reishi 1 hour before bed, and tart cherry concentrate as the final support before sleep. This sequence helps the kidneys receive a steady flow of nutrients, each delivered at the time when they can work best. But there's one mistake nearly everyone makes, and it silently weakens their kidneys every night. You might be doing this every night, and it's putting silent pressure on your kidneys. Many people focus on what they eat during the day, but nighttime habits have a much stronger effect on kidney stress. One of the biggest issues is eating heavy foods too close to bedtime. When digestion is still active during sleep, the body diverts blood toward the stomach instead of the kidneys. This reduces filtration strength and increases the amount of waste that remains in circulation overnight. Another hidden problem is sodium timing. Eating salty meals late in the evening causes the body to retain more water. The kidneys must then work harder to manage this extra fluid while you sleep. Even if the food itself is healthy, high sodium before bed can lead to morning puffiness around the eyes, tightness in the hands, or swelling in the ankles. This happens because the kidneys didn't have enough time or space to balance fluids before your body entered its repair cycle. Hydration timing also matters. Drinking large amounts of water right before bed can dilute electrolyte balance and force the kidneys to process excess fluid when they should be resting. This puts extra pressure on the nephron filters and may lead to frequent nighttime urination, which interrupts sleep depth and slows kidney repair even further. Your kidneys don't complain, but they feel every one of these pressures. Here's the twist. The biggest nighttime kidney mistake isn't food, it's posture. Many people sleep in positions that compress the lower back or limit deep breathing. Poor posture during sleep reduces oxygen flow and increases tension around the kidneys. This small restriction can weaken filtration more than any single food. And once you fix this, your mornings will feel completely different. Tonight can be the first night your kidneys finally get the rest they've been craving. A simple, steady routine can make a major difference, especially when each step supports the body's natural repair cycle. The goal is to give your kidneys the right nutrients, the right timing, and the right conditions so they can work without extra pressure. Start with an easy version. About 3 hours before bed, take a small serving of spirulina mixed into warm water or warm oat milk. This prepares your kidneys with minerals and antioxidants. 2 hours before bed, eat 6 to 8 macadamia nuts to provide steady energy and calming fats. 1 hour before bed, take your reishi drink to support immune balance and soften the workload on your filtration system. Finally, about 60 to 90 minutes before sleep, drink a warm tart cherry mixture to help stabilize your nighttime rhythm. The enhanced version adds one more layer. After finishing the tart cherry drink, perform the rib expansion breathing stretch. This opens your lungs, improves oxygen flow, and clears lymphatic fluid so the kidneys begin the night with less strain. Keep your dinner light and avoid salty foods late in the evening. Reduce water intake right before bedtime so the kidneys don't have to manage excess fluid during their repair window. Consistency matters more than perfection. A habit becomes easier when it's simple and repeated at the same time each night. Start with just 2 steps if you feel overwhelmed, then add more once it becomes comfortable. Even a small routine gives the kidneys a clearer environment to repair themselves. Encourage yourself by focusing on the small changes you notice. Less morning swelling, better energy, or a lighter feeling in your lower back. These signs show that the routine is working. Over time, your kidneys respond strongly to predictability and the right nutrients delivered in the right order. And now, before we end, here's a final insight that ties everything together. Your body is not breaking down. It's asking for the right support. Every symptom you feel in the morning, every bit of heaviness or swelling, is your body trying to communicate something. It isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign that your kidneys are working harder than they should and simply need the right environment to repair themselves. When you give your body calm evenings, steady nutrients, and proper timing, you make it easier for your kidneys to do the job they're designed to do. It's important to remember that kidney stress builds slowly, but improvement also builds slowly. And both are in your control. Even small changes in your nighttime routine can shift how your mornings feel. You don't have to fix everything at once. You don't have to follow a complicated system. You just have to give your body the chance to heal in the way it knows best. There is real hope here. Your kidneys respond quickly when they receive the right support. Many people feel lighter, clearer, and more balanced within days of changing their nighttime habits. The foods and techniques you've learned aren't temporary tricks, Orish. They are tools that work with your body's natural cycles instead of fighting against them. Every calm evening, every nutrient you take at the right time, and every deep breath during the night strengthens the foundation your kidneys rely on. Now is the moment to take the first step. Choose one habit tonight, add another tomorrow, build your routine gently and consistently. Your kidneys heal when you do, and the difference you feel will guide you forward. In the next video, I'll show you the morning foods that silently undo all this nighttime healing, even for people who think they're eating healthy.